Monday, September 18th, 2017, Monaco64 here. I want to warn people about the dangers of the tokens on ICOs. And what dangers are that? Well, I bought a few tokens in the last few weeks, and I left it in my Ether wallet. And the other day, a few days ago, I decided to open an account with Etherdelta, which was a platform, recommended by some people. I won't name names, but recommended by people on YouTube where they have, sold off some of their tokens. So I opened an account there, and then a few days later, I learned how to transfer my tokens from my Ether wallet to this Etherdelta account. The tokens were transferred quite quickly there. Why some people might say, oh, why did you transfer it to the Etherdelta from my Ether wallet? Well, because it's like transferring money from your bank account to your brokerage account. Because on Etherdelta you can trade out of these tokens, so you want to have them there ready, if the market moves. So that's what I thought. I was going to leave it there. I was watching where the market was. One of them was doing fairly well, the other one not. So I said, I'll just leave it there for now. And yesterday I went back onto the Etherdelta account and logged in with the private Etherdelta private key, all the codes. And lo and behold, both tokens were gone from it. I logged out, logged in, no tokens. So I went into the help section of Etherdelta. I clicked on it and I went into the chat. And I started chatting there and said, what's going on? How come my my tokens have disappeared from my Etherdelta? And then some people started replying. And then I said, and someone said, what kind of system or computer have you got? I told them what I've got. And they said, oh, it looks like your private key was compromised. And I said, this is not good. This seems more like a Ether scam. And then I said that. And I also said, at least with physical gold and silver, the only way people can take it from you is if they come in and steal it. But, this seems more like Ether scam. Where are my tokens? And then I was just blocked from the chat. They just dropped me off the chat. Just warning to people, this is not a warning about the tokens themselves, but the warning about, thinking, when you do get the tokens, how you're going to get out of them, what exchanges you're going to use. I think, I was trying to go into other exchanges, but they weren't quoting these tokens I had. So Etherdelta was, but warning about Etherdelta, maybe I did something wrong, but, my system was compromised, but that's not good enough. So for those of you who think, just because I made ICO videos that I'm all bought into this, I'm not. The other thing I'd like to talk about is the smart contracts. I don't know exactly how they, the programming language for the smart contracts, but I was just listening to a video this morning about Judge Napolitano, who was on Fox, and he did a 5-minute video about how the U.S. is completely trampled on the Constitution, and he lost his job because of that. It was a while ago because there was a ticker underneath his speech, and the Dow was at 11,000. I'm not sure exactly when that was, but and then started thinking, what's the oldest and most respected smart contract on the face of the earth? I would say, the Magna Carta or the U.S. Constitution, and a lot of the people who push the smart contracts and cryptocurrency say, oh, it's decentralized, it's transparent, everyone can see who's doing what. But so is the Constitution, so is the Congress, so is the Supreme Court, so is the executive. Everything's supposed to be transparent. by the people, you know, and for the people. And in spite of that, the Constitution has been subverted. So my question is, we need to be careful with all this hype about cryptocurrencies and smart contracts, because the people who make the smart contracts, they can change them. I've noticed some of the ICOs, you know, they've changed some of the goalposts when they're going to start. And even ICOs that I've, you know, done sponsored videos about, like BitClave, they've delayed their ICO for a month. I know the white paper says that, you know, nothing's set in stone, but I just want to, you know, make people aware of all these dangers about these ICOs and tokens. I have to clarify, though, that with Bitcoin and Ether, I've never had this problem of my tokens being taken away. It's just of my coins, you know, Bitcoin or even Steam. I've never had a problem. It's only been with Etherdelta exchange. So beware of Etherdelta. I don't recommend it unless you know what you're doing in terms of programming and protecting your data. It's you know, that's kind of, it wasn't much I had there. So it's, as I said, don't put too much, you know, that only put stuff that you're willing, can afford to lose. And that's what I did. And it wasn't even a matter of the price. It was just someone stole my tokens. So beware of Etherdelta. And yeah, and you try to talk to them about it, and they just take you, they've blocked me off the chat. When I go back to the chat now, I click on it, and it says that I need to go check on my email to, you know, to get back into it. It says, this is not the chat you're looking for, sorry, you know, while before I could. So there's censorship there in the, you know, crypto land. And what else? Well, the markets this morning, it's around 9:25 London time. Gold, not surprisingly, has come off. We didn't close well on Friday, just below 1320. We're now 1314.30. The low's been 1312, the high 1320.70. Silver 1354, down 5 cents. 1754 silver. Range has been 1765 to 1750. The Dow is up 52 points. The pound was stronger earlier and made a high at 136.20, but now we've dropped back. It's at 135.46, down 42 pips. Euro slightly weaker, 119.30, down 16 pips. And the dollar is stronger against the yen, up 52 pips, or 0.5%. And that's what's driving gold, unfortunately, lower. Cryptocurrencies have recovered. Bitcoin is almost back to 4,000 here as I speak, 3,950. Ethereum 287, and Steam, we're back above $1. I think, yeah, we got below $1. It's now I think 115 Steam. So yeah, beware of the Etherdelta platform, you know, and keep your tokens. If you're going to get tokens from ICOs, in your Ether wallet. And I don't know, I don't know what to say. You just have to make sure the exchange that you transfer your tokens to maybe, you know, liquidate them into Ether or something that, you know, it's safe. And if you do liquidate it, don't leave it there. Just transfer it right back to your Ether wallet. So that's it for now. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Take care. Bye.